Hey, welcome back. Alrighty. Old Crow Medicine Show. I've heard of them, but I've never really listened to their music. But I have heard of them. Sounds like a bunch of old farts up there doing some jamming. Funny title, actually, it is. Anyway, they are the originals that did Wagon Wheel. Alright, and it was released, I think, in 2004, I believe. Anyway, we're going to listen to Old Crow Medicine Show do the original version of Wagon Wheel in a live stage performance. Hey, and stick around to the end. I'm going to do a little dive into how this song actually came about. So, stick around to the end. So, without further ado, Old Crow Medicine Show, Wagon Wheel. Let's go. Imagine that. Man, I hate to interrupt right in the beginning, but did you notice the lead vocalist is the fiddle player? Don't believe I've seen it like this before. I've never seen a fiddle player be the lead vocalist.
Headed down south to the land of the pine. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina. Tearing up the road, pray to God I see headlights. And I made it down the coast in 17 hours. Picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. But I'm hoping for Riley I see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Okay, now that takes a little bit of talent right there, playing fiddle and singing at the same time. I say that would be a little more difficult than being a drummer and singing. You know, like Phil Collins and Don Henley, they sing and play drums at the same time. But I think playing the fiddle and singing at the same time is much more difficult. It takes a lot of talent. And I take that back. There is another musician that just came to mind, fiddle player and lead vocalist, Alison Krauss. She's the same way, but she doesn't play any during her vocals. She's not playing the fiddle. She stops the fiddle playing while she sings. Okay, but she's close. All right, let's go.
Running from the cold, up in New England, born to be a feather in his whole time streaming. Baby plays the guitar, I'll pick a banjo now. All of them no country winners been getting to me. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to work and leave, but I ain't turning back to live that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind. He's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. And my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. If I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Hey, I'm sure you heard, and it's probably the only version that you heard. I don't think too many people have actually heard this version. This is a first for me. But Darius Rucker did this song, and it's a #1 hit for him as well, and #1 hit for Old Crow Medicine Show. That's how they got their moving along. But you've probably only heard the Darius Rucker version, and it is very, very well done. I'll give it that. But they're both very, very close and similar, you know, for being copied from one another. But yes, very well done.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
All right, Old Crow Medicine Show. All right, let's take a little dive into this, just for informative purposes only. So we're going to take it and see how this actually came about originally. All right, now Ketch Secor. Given name is J. Ketchum Miller Secor. Ketchum, that's why they call it Ketch Secor. He's actually a co-founder and current frontman, as we all just saw there. And he's the only member of the band who has remained since its inception. Imagine that. And I'm guessing the inception is Grand Ole Opry, I think. Anyway, now here comes the important part. Bob Dylan originally sketched the chorus and melody for Wagon Wheel in 1973 for the movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, but he left it unfinished. Okay, he just laid it down on his desk and forgot about it. All right. Now, Old Crow Medicine Show, Keith Secor wrote the verses 25 years later. Imagine that, 25 years. And the band officially released the complete iconic song in 2004. That's pretty much what I thought. I knew it was around that time there. All right, so there's your information. Bob Dylan only wrote the chorus and the melody. He had nothing to do with the complete lyrics. So now we know. All right, anyway, hey, leave me some comments. I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share. It gets these videos out to you, and it is free. So, with that being said, you guys have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Be there, please. Have a great day. We'll see you.